Cloudy World, and today, man, we're talking about Team USA, and they kind of got a little bit of a problem. Now, let's first talk about how Steve Kerr has a really good starting lineup for today, and that's Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, LeBron James, and Joel Embiid. Now, many people are asking, first of all, and I'll ask the same thing, which is why is Joel Embiid starting over Anthony Davis? I feel like they both had a strong year. However, Anthony Davis has definitely been a little bit more consistent. And I really want to break down kind of what's going on. So a lot of people have been speaking about how the Olympics is happening. Everyone's loving the play styles. And the two biggest issues have been the Jaylen Brown and Kyrie situation and what's going on with Joel Embiid. So let's talk about this Joel Embiid situation first. Many people feel that Joel Embiid is a bit fake and he's a bit weird for not playing for his home country of Cameroon or France. That's because France offered him dual citizenship as well as Cameroon, him being from both places, and them all kind of getting the cold shoulder until he inevitably went to Team USA. Now, I can understand how people can be a little bit frustrated about this. I definitely understand country pride, team pride, loving where you're from, having the respect to, go against the best of the best without any crutch, and really being from where you're from and to show them that type of support really means a lot for not just the people, but, for your legacy and who you are as a person. I get that. But we can't be mad at somebody for their own choice of playing where they want to play. He didn't make any OD promises. It just happened how it happened. And Joel Embiid has overall still had time in America as well, man. Now, this is also interesting because when we notice and we see some of the other players, we saw the reigning defensive player of the year as well as Wembyama play for France. We've seen Dennis Schroeder and a lot of other players play for Germany. We've seen who was playing for Canada, bro? Dillon Brooks. Yeah, Dillon Brooks playing for Canada. He low-key knocked the USA out last time, going very insane. Gotta respect that man for what he did last time. Gotta give that to him. But when we see everything going on and how things have been impacting everything, it's really interesting just seeing how Team USA has kind of elevated and brought themselves up. Now, Anthony Edwards already has a quick 11 points to start out for Team USA, but we're seeing this happen in real time, and it's really just extraordinary, bro. I feel like there's players like Tyrese Halliburton who aren't going to get a lot of limelight for some of the things they're doing. How someone has to be a point guard. A point guard does not score first. I'm so tired of people doing that. I know it's in the name. I get that. But a point guard is supposed to put people in position. That's how it's always been. That's how their spacing has always been. That's what floor general kind of requires. That's why I believe CP3 to be one of the greatest, definitely top 2 point guards of all time. But I'll argue with anybody over that. I understand that that's a pretty unpopular take, but that's just my opinion. Now, when I saw recently, I saw even this little highlight where Anthony Davis posterized Joel Embiid, bro. It was nasty, bro. It was in their team practice, bro. I'm like, dog, you telling me you're gonna put Joel Embiid over AD, bro? And I don't want to hear the street clothes narrative. Listen, I get that Anthony Edwards for a while was developing. I get that. And then you have people like Anthony Davis who they're already, you could say veterans, but it's hard for them to be on the floor consistently out of injuries. And we all understand that. But we've seen this man, Anthony Davis, consistently come back and play good minutes and be there in pivotal moments. I feel like just that name of being street clothes is kind of unfair, and I feel like the media did him a little bit dirty, especially considering that some players do just have frailer bodies, man. It sucks. If it sucks for us as fans, who else do you think it affects those too? The player themselves, man. I understand it. So when I'm seeing what's going on for Team USA and I'm seeing players like LeBron do clutch corner triples to get Team USA on the board, just when I see Obama dapping up Team USA players like it's a Key and Peele skit, like, bro, come on now, y'all. Like, let's give it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. This is entertaining. It's entertaining basketball, bro. And I feel like everyone that tries to deny it being entertaining, you can't even do that, bro, because this is much watch TV, bro. Who don't want to see LeBron James, Anthony Edwards, and Anthony Davis and some of the best play and go crazy, bro? Who don't want to see that man Halliburton giving people crazy alley-oops? Like, come on, y'all. I'm just saying, bro, I appreciate stuff like that, and I appreciate the play styles and the elegance that comes with it. It's not just enough to beat nobody in a game. If you can flaunt, have fun with it, really make an impact, make something bigger than what it is, bro, come on now, y'all boys. You know what it is, man. Now, Steve Kerr is cooking, man, and to me, I do feel like Ant should also be that #1 option. I feel like when you have people like Curry and LeBron, this is, it's for our country, but you don't want to see either of them having like a season-ending injury over some like a medal. It's real, but come on, y'all get what I'm saying. I feel like it's good to have a young player like him being pivotal so they can have their highlights to do their thing without there being too much pressure for those veteran players. And I feel like it was a good mix-up because it gives the old and new, and it's gonna keep them ratings coming. Now, I understand a lot of people are kind of worried about how this is gonna go and, you know, what's gonna happen when we get to, you know, that France game. And I'm really gonna be excited to see it, bro, because I don't know why people don't understand. This man, Anthony Edwards, to me, in my opinion, is the best player on Team USA. At least off of what they're playing like. Not off the name, not off the impact, not off the rings. I don't want to hear that. Off how they're playing and his impact, bro. I gotta show some love, man. Anthony's doing his thing. Anthony Edwards doing his thing, man. And I love to see stuff like this because I remember when it was LeBron for a long time with next to no help and really trying to find his way. I feel like LeBron suffered from that time in the early period where most players, when they're figuring things out or they're that next level cusp of superstardom at such an early age, the Kobe's dealt with it, the LeBrons deal with it. There's the ego, there's figuring out where your team is, there's figuring out what your position and where you're going to really be a key pivotal critical role for your team is. And I feel like when I'm seeing stuff like this, bro, I'm very excited for where the future comes, bro, because Anthony Edwards is like, this is my generation right here, dog. I can't wait to see them put their names on the board. People are showing love to Tatum and stuff, and I get that. That's love. That's love. Respect to Tatum. Respect to Jaylen Brown. Respect to the Celtics. I'm speaking about the people that are 1 to 3 years in right now. We got to respect them and see what they're doing right now, bro. I can't wait to see what Jason Tatum does for his career, of course, but I'm excited for these new players, bro. The Ja Morants, the Anthony Edwards, some of these new young players that are bringing life in the game, bro. Now, I can't lie, bro. I can't lie. Bam Adebayo, bro. I love good defense, bro, and I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Bam Adebayo is one of the most crafty centers in this league, and I feel like people don't really give him a lot of credit because his type of presence on a defensive end is hard to quantify if you just look at him by himself. He looks a little bit undersized to be a real big, but looks a little bit too slow to be a really shifty guard. But when you see where he excels at, his mid-range, finding open players, playing really on-ball defense that's pretty hard to get out of, bro. Especially when he's coupled with Drew, a basically shorter Bam. Come on now, y'all boys. This is a V. Look, I'm very excited to see Team USA go against France and things like that because I really want to see where we are with past versus the future, bro. I just want to see something really go crazy, dog, because I remember back in Team USA 2014 when you had Derrick Rose, Steph Curry, Kyrie, arguably be considered to be one of the greatest backcourts in Team USA history. It was just a lot to be seen, and it really felt like the league was coming alive and the future was now. And honestly, it feels like that right now, bro. With the way Ant's playing, the future really is now. ClowdyWorld! And let me know y'all's thoughts, comments, and likes in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe. It means a lot to me in the world. And we gone.